Hello, 501 Parts here. Today I'm going to be explaining our newest product that we're coming out with. That's the Grabber E-Series diff lock kit. So what you're looking at here in the picture are all the components of the new kit. So you have your ring carrier here. This is also with the manual kit, same ring carrier with the manual and the new E-Series. This installs inside your front differential. This is the heart of the kit. Basically converts your front differential to one of those that's just like a Grizzly 700, the Kodiak EP or the Kodiak Special Edition. Same, you're making it the same front end as what they have by putting this in there. So it's a pretty easy install. If you can change an axle out, I mean you can change this lock and carrier. I have a detailed video on putting this in, so don't let that worry you. Also, the kit is going to come with a new push button switch. As you can see, this is a normal push button switch like you're used to seeing on all the Yamaha bikes. That's going to mount on your handlebars, and I'll show you how that mounts later. You have your servo. This mounts on the front differential. This is basically going to take the place of your puller assembly now. Same bolt pattern, 3 10mm bolts. You're going to remove that puller assembly off the front of your differential, and you're going to install this servo. You have your wiring harness here. So it's plug and play wiring harness. You only need to power up 2 wires. You've got a hot wire and a ground wire. We send this fusible link. We recommend you run this in line. There's plenty of wire here to hook it up wherever you want to. You can hook it up to accessory wire. There's a couple accessory leads on these bikes from what I understand. You can ground it to the frame. You can ground it to any non-ground wire out there on the bike. This part is going to tuck basically under your front rack. That's your 3 relays. This will rest under your front rack, kind of like so. This braided part with the 8-pin plug, this is going to run down your frame rail, and that's going to plug into that servo, just like so. That's going to be mounted on your differential. This piece is going to run up your handlebars, and your switch is going to plug into these 2 plugs right here. So, like as you can see, a pretty easy install. Like I said, this is going to rest under your front plastics. Everything's heat shrinked, double heat shrinked in the joints. You got braided tube here for the piece that goes down the frame rail, all weather tight connectors on the plugs, all the sealed relays just like from the factory. So we're going to go ahead and hook this thing up just to show you how it kind of functions, and then we're going to go through some of the other steps on installing it. I've got a battery here I'm going to get. We're going to put 12 volts to it. Show you how it works. We won't hook that fusible link up at the moment. So picture this will be resting under your front plastics. You're going to take your switch and you're going to plug it in to these plugs. That's going to be mounted on your handlebars, which I'll show you in a minute. This is going to be mounted on your differential. Plug that in, and then we're going to hook power to it. See here, we're in the 2-wheel drive position. Goes to 4-wheel drive, back to 2, back to 4, over to diff lock, back to 4, back to 2. It functions exactly the same as Grizzlies. I'm not reinventing the wheel here. Just got a standalone harness, you know, that can power up these Kodiak 700s and give you the ability to have electric diff lock instead of the manual cable. So now let me disconnect this. We're going to go into little bit how the unit installs here. There's a switch. Plug this. We're going to put our wiring harness aside here for a minute. So I've already talked about the ring carrier. This obviously goes inside the front differential. This is going to bolt on your differential. Now for mounting the switch, I've got a Yamaha Kodiak 700 throttle assembly here. This is exactly what yours is going to look like, except now you're going to have this cover plate on there. If you look at it now, it's held on by these 2 Phillips screws. You're basically going to get this switch just like as it comes here. You're going to take these 2 Phillips screws out. This back piece is going to go in the trash, and then this switch is going to mount onto your throttle assembly just like that. And that's going to run down your handlebars, which is going to plug into the harness. So now that we've went over the kit, we've explained how that works, I'm going to talk about the options. So when you look at the product page, you'll see that there's a couple options. So we're offering 2 different options for the service for those that want to save money, that don't necessarily want brand new Yamaha OEM parts. The kit's going to retail for $6.99 for all Yamaha OEM parts. This is a brand new Yamaha OEM switch, and this is a brand new OEM servo. Never been opened, never been used. This is what you're going to get for $6.99. Now for those that want to save a little bit of money, we do offer this rebuilt servo. We've offered these for years, rebuilt. There is a limited supply of them because we can only find so many used ones. But as long as we have these on hand, the kit is available for a lesser price with the rebuilt servo. So what we basically do is just open this case up, we buy these used, and then we put a new motor inside of them, and we test them, and we time them to 2-wheel drive. Still a Yamaha OEM assembly, we just rebuild them with a new motor. So that's an option that's out there if you want to save a little bit of money. We're offering, I think I covered pretty much everything. If there's any questions, you guys can always give us a call, send us an email, 501partsforyou@gmail.com. Thanks for watching.